All truth passes through three stages. First, it is ridiculed. Second, it is violently opposed. Third, it is accepted as being self-evident. Just remember, once you're over the hill, you begin to pick up speed. Men are by nature merely indifferent to one another, but women are by nature enemies. Religion is the masterpiece of the art of animal training, for it trains people as to how they shall think. Every man takes the limits of his own field of vision for the limits of the world. Wealth is like seawater. The more we drink, the thirstier we become, and the same is true of fame. There is no doubt that life is given us, not to be enjoyed, but to be overcome, to be got over. The discovery of truth is prevented more effectively, not by the false appearance things present and which mislead into error, not directly by weakness of the reasoning powers, but by preconceived opinion, by prejudice. They tell us that suicide is the greatest piece of cowardice. That suicide is wrong, when it is quite obvious that there is nothing in the world to which every man has a more unassailable title than to his own life and person. Hatred is an affair of the heart, contempt that of the head. With people of limited ability, modesty is merely honesty. But with those who possess great talent, it is hypocrisy. Every person takes the limits of their own field of vision for the limits of the world. A man's face as a rule says more, and more interesting things, than his mouth, for it is a compendium of everything his mouth will ever say, in that it is the monogram of all this man's thoughts and aspirations. Almost all of our sorrows spring out of our relations with other people. Wicked thoughts and worthless efforts gradually set their mark on the face, especially the eyes. Martyrdom is the only way a man can become famous without ability. In action, a great heart is the chief qualification. In work, a great head. As the biggest library, if it is in disorder, is not as useful as a small but well-arranged one, so you may accumulate a vast amount of knowledge, but it will be of far less value than a much smaller amount if you have not thought it over for yourself.